Well, hello there, YouTube. It's been a week or so since I've been on the old Spyder. I don't remember when I was on it last, to be honest with you. That was about a week ago, maybe. No, I think it's been more than that. It's been dumping rain here, seems like forever. I've got a couple of breaks on the weekends. Last weekend on the DR and the weekend prior on the Road King, so I have been getting out. Trying to do a decent sized ride and get some vlogging in. I apologize for those things being forever long. But there's a turn in the weather. Starting today, it's going to progressively get warmer and warmer and warmer. By this weekend, they're talking the 80s. And I am extremely excited about that. Today, I'm not sure what the temperature is supposed to be today. I know at about 7 o'clock this morning, it was 30 degrees. It was 42 when I just took off, so it's not real warm out here. I'm not wearing any kind of pants or anything to keep me warm. It's not that cold. Plus, I'm on a Spyder and I'm pretty well protected on this thing. So I'm using the new. It's for the 3 Plus and 4. It's been out for a little bit, this case, but GoPro makes what they call a blackout case, and I really like that. I was thinking about painting up one, but that was just a hassle, and it'd look hacked. Why not just buy the case? So it's now in the GoPro blackout case, which is really, really cool looking. And I carved out a hole the same size as what the skeleton case had, so I have mic access and stuff. I'm not worried about this one being waterproof. If I want waterproof, I'll just put the Cena on. But one other addition I have here is I have the from Polar Pro Lens, I have their polarizer mounted to it, and it's for the 3 Plus and 4 slim case, as they call it. And the blackout only comes in the slim case style. I hate to crack this shield because that's going to get noisy, but I am fogging up a little bit. But this is a little back road run on the way to work that I haven't done in quite some time, because the weather just hasn't allowed that to happen. I hate riding with this shield up, but I think I need to. I'm just with my face shield cracked, it's going to get quite noisy. But because the camera sits so low on my helmet, whoa, watch where I'm going here. The framework of the windshield shows up more than it should in the video. I mean, I don't notice that much when I'm riding it, but because the camera is sitting low and scooping across, it looks quite prominent. But anyway, this I got home too late to open the package and play around with it. The sun had already gone down, but in the distance, that forest that's across the little gravel road from me, it cast quite a shadow over our back fields, and so there was some sun in the distance, but I wanted to catch it while the sun was still out, you know, nice and bright in my yard and whatnot, but I was too late. And in my initial test, I found that that this thing in Super View was the Super View capture. It's amazing the angle that thing. Is that a cop? No, it's just a road crew guy. Didn't know if I need to slow down for an emergency vehicle or what. But anyway, Super View is so wide that even though this this lens is quite big. Let's see if I can scoop you down here so you can see it right quick. I can't. That's not the same as my DR. But it would actually vignette the corners of the video. So this morning with a little one of those little emery wheels for a Dremel, I notched out the corners. So once you're up in the sky, you tell me if it's still there. Of course, I'll know before you will, but you know, I've never figured out what they are mining for there. But that's got to be a pit from hell going on there. Of course, they might be just mining underground too, and there's just an access hole. I have no idea what they're pulling out of there, but it's a lot of it, whatever the hell it is. Uh-oh. Utility work. Be prepared to stop. That's never a good sign. Oh man, that water's looking beautiful. Man, I've already got to take myself a tinkle here. I'm a long ways from work. This is all that fiber optics lines that they're putting in here. But yeah, I hope this polarizer works good. My little hacked together cheapo was one of those Quantaray or whatever you get them from Ritz Camera or Camera World. It's a low quality polarizer for one of my cameras. I have no idea which. She goes, nice bike. You know, she didn't say trike. These things are widely not considered a trike. In fact, I don't think BRP wants you to call them a trike. They call it a three-wheeled motorcycle, and that's what we call it. That's what I call it. My favorite thing about Spyders is the people that go on about how much they dislike them. That's not for me. I could never own something like that. When I get old and crippled, maybe I'll buy one. When I can't ride a two-wheeler anymore. All I gotta say is I really feel sorry for you, because you're missing out on something really cool. I think people perceive these things like the Harley trikes and the Goldwing trikes that, you know, it's literally people that, you know, have, for ailments or whatever have you, have got to a point that they can no longer ride a two-wheeler. Which is not to say that, you know, a lot of Spyder customers aren't attracted by that, and they are. But it's not an old fogies thing. It's not like some kind of a medical device for the guy that still wants to ride. These things are fun as hell, and this is the big touring model, and it's fun. But what cracks me up is I know for a fact the people that badmouth them have never thrown a Lego, and if they have, they've never ridden one. One ride. And just about any BRP dealer will let you, they have demos, they will let you go for a ride. That's always amazed me. I've never understood people with the, you know, with the internet. That's just made that so much worse. The people that comment and have opinions about something they know literally nothing about. And what's worse is people, you know, read something on a forum, and because it's written on the internet, it is true. Man, do we get a bunch of that with motorcycles. It's like when you call a tech line, somebody's, you know, really having an issue, and it doesn't matter who you call, BRP, Honda, Yamaha. You call a tech line and you mention that the customer read on a forum, oh, that's beautiful, read on a forum that these bikes are notorious. Your conversation with that tech guy is just now ended. You know, he'll ask you a couple of, have you verified, if, you know, if not, conversation is ended. And I see this myself looking at forums. You know, I spend a lot of time, or I used to, I don't anymore now because it just upsets me. But I used to spend a lot of time reading the Spyder forums, and it is simply stunning the amount of misinformation that is posted on those sites. Now, there's some, you know, the little helpful hint things like this little gadget works and this accessory is cool and the little reviews and stuff like that. But these non-stop criers that, you know, my bike is making this noise, it's doing this weird handling thing, you know, jeez, go ride your motorcycle and enjoy it. I think these people just have no life, and all they have is time, and they just stare at a computer screen, and they convince themselves these things are wrong. And what the worst thing is some unsuspecting person that's in love with their Spyder will read this thing at a certain mile an hour. I get this little little shimmy, or I'm hearing a whistle, or there's a grinding noise, or who knows what. Now, this person's been riding this thing for, you know, 5,000 miles, never noticed anything, reads it on a forum, and is convinced he has that problem. I hear it. Mine is doing what... And the thing I love is it's all over the forums. Everybody's complaining about this. You know, some of it, there's some validity to it. But for the love of Christ, do not get yourself suckered into believing that your motorcycle is about to come unhinged because you read some yahoo on the internet, and then 50 other people pile in right behind him going, yeah, mine's doing that too. If you're going to read them forums, read them with a very, very open mind. It is... I won't point out some of the things because it might ID people, but some of the things that come out of that simply do not exist is amazing. I'm sure somebody somewhere might have had this problem. You know, the one thing that gets me is just characteristics. Every motorcycle, I don't care who it's made by, has some little quirk. These things are designed and built by human beings. Human beings are not perfect. How can they make a perfect vehicle? I don't care what car you buy, how expensive or high-tech your car is, there's going to be a quirk. You read a review on it, and sure as the world, they're going to say, well, you know, under braking in certain conditions, I get this, or whatever. You know, there's always some little quirk. Got that reader board. I thought there was flames in that tree. It was that reader board sneaking through the tree. Oh, man. But anyway, just accept nothing's perfect, including your motorcycle and your car and everything else. Don't get wrapped up in the hysterics of these damn bike forums. And it seems like I don't know, the ones that are famous for this stuff is like Yamaha FJR 1300s, Honda Goldwings, and now, and I'm sure BRP is going, dear Lord, what have we done? We've created another FJR 13 and a Goldwing. And it's funny, some of the funnier guys you talk to in the tech line, they just go, I'm sorry. And I go, how's that? He goes, we had no intentions of creating another Goldwing or FJR 1300 because of the nitpicky things that I end up having to call over. It's funny. But my point, I'm not trying to bash people on the forums, because you know, these people, for whatever reason, are convinced they have all these issues. And I get a lot of emails, and that's a pretty red. Get all these emails and comments and stuff. Well, I hear that the Spyders do this and they do that, and I'm just concerned. I'm thinking about buying one, but I'm really worried about this vibration, or you know, I may lose control and it'll, you know, flip over or something. Some off the wall things, you know. And you know, these people are legitimately asking me these questions because they're reading it. They just don't, you know, people new to motorcycles don't realize how these forums just get twisted completely out of proportion. And oh man, you know, and the guy that thinks he's having this issue, absolutely in his heart and soul knows he has this problem. You know, I've got one little comment to make about that, and I'll be done with the forum. There was a guy many years ago, a very evil guy, that won the hearts and souls of an entire nation with all the do-goods he did, and all the bad stuff he was doing was kind of, you know, not exposed to the general public. So all they thought is everything was all hunky-dory. Their world could not be any better. And then he unleashes his evil plan, and through the use of propaganda, convinced an entire nation of people that a race of people were evil vermin and needed to be distinguished. My point with that is, be very, very careful with the power of propaganda. Do not believe everything you read. If you're one of these people that are sensitive to the things you read, and you're buying a new motorcycle and you go looking for a forum like the FGR forum, the Goldwing forum, Spyder forums, if you're easily swayed by stuff you read, stay off. The power of propaganda is frightening, and it's frightening the amount of people that just get suckered right into it. You need to have a very, very open mind. Stand back, take a couple steps back and go, you know, is that for real? Should I really be concerned about this? I've never noticed it before. Just get on your motorcycle and ride it. And please be careful what you read and what you believe and what you do read. So there's an old man's advice for the day on the ride to work. So on that note, I don't know how I ended up over there, but I did. That goes through my head all the time. It's been a while since I've had anything like that crop up, you know, these imaginary problems, but I don't know, it just came to me. The shit that goes through my head. Mind-boggling. But anyway, I got a long journey to go yet, so I'm going to slip out. Maybe we'll find something cool to test ride or something today. But anyway, I'm going to let you go. I've talked way too long. So you guys have a wonderful day. I hope the weather's nice in your area and you can get out and ride. I haven't replied back, but I've seen his message from Strip Bolt. And he's really busy in life, and it's not getting out asking him, you know, why I haven't seen any new videos from him in a while. And he's got a bunch of important things he's up to. All good, nothing bad, all good. And but anyways, the weather, he says, you know, it's been beautiful, you know, spring, summer-like weather, and the last few days it's reverted back to snowing. We haven't got it, well, actually the snow level went really low because all the foothills were covered in snow the other day, which is kind of cool. I don't think I've seen that all winter, and it's not even winter anymore. But anyway, didn't mean to get off on another topic there, but I hope the weather's nice where you're at and you can get out and enjoy it. That's important to me because it's always hit or miss here until summer finally sets in. It is majorly hit or miss around here. So anyway, thanks for watching. You guys have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you later. See you now. Bye-bye.